What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity. That's right, here in the HermitCraft server. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I know, it's been a little while since we had an episode. I guess not that long, but we haven't been doing daily episodes for a little bit now, almost like 2 weeks now. Yeah, I've been getting so super involved in other games and other things and other stuff. What you gonna do? But we're back, and we're gonna try something new today. I'm super excited. Before we do, I just want to run around. We've been doing RF Worlds, and that's been going super well. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of things. It's a very powerful mod, but we're able to just generate crazy worlds that have diamond blocks and draconium ore and lapis and like everything. So it's super nutballs. It's almost kind of cheaty. It's almost too powerful this late in the game, but it's cool. We made a Thaumcraft world last time. We made it. It was for what? Warp? It was for warp. Yeah, an auto warp machine deleter. It's been pretty good, pretty crazy. Let's take a look at our warp. I did have to use a little bit of soap to get rid of some of the temp warp, but look at that. Look at our jar. Upper left-hand corner of the screen. Completely empty. Warp 0. And it's still going. It's going super well. I dig it. So make sure to check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, thanks for all the great support on that episode, guys. I think, though, we should take a little break from Thaumcraft today and from all those things. We don't have to worry about warp. It's super great. And I want to go back to a mod that I've never really actually done before, but it's been around for a super duper long time. And it's super cool. I always kind of underestimated it. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I think it would be neat to mix things up. And that is Railcraft. Yeah, Railcraft. You might have saw our coke ovens in our, which is about the furthest I've ever done Railcraft. Coke ovens are rolling machines. I thought it was pretty neat, so I thought we should check it out. I made a rolling machine. Fairly simple, uncomplicated machine. It works on RF, which is super nice. Last time I used it, it worked on the Buildcraft power. But yes, I've been making up a bunch of the different rails, and we gotta get a bunch of this, what is it, creosote? If we want to get tracks, which of course is like one of the most basic things, and of course in vanilla Minecraft it's super easy to make tracks, but in modded with Railcraft, it deletes the normal vanilla tracks, so we gotta do this special way of doing it. So I got the standard rails going, which is just iron, just like a normal minecart track. But then for the other part, the wooden rail bed uses wooden ties. I know a lot of you guys know this, but a lot of you don't. So we might as well kind of go through it. So anyway, how do we get this? How do we get this stuff? We get it from, come on, show me. From a coke oven. We could make an RF world and just suck out an ocean of this stuff, but I think I want to try it the Railcraft way for now. And yeah, just put coal into a coke oven. And it looks like we can put charcoal in too, which is pretty cool. Is there any others? It's going to show for every version of wood. Oh, so many woods. Who was that? Okay, and then block. All right, cool. So, fairly simple. Why don't we use more of our top hand floor that we got today. I'm going to show you, how much room do you think we'll need? I don't know if we'll need that much. Maybe we can start to build it right here. So the coke ovens, they are, oh no, it is. Okay, that's good. The coke oven is just 3 by 3. One hollow spot in the middle. Wham, wham. And then another 3. And as soon as we put it together, and these recipe, by the way, bam, sand and brick, brick from clay. That's all it is. Nothing too fancy. And bam, we got a coke oven. Pretty sweet. So it's got a little bit of internal furnace. It's just about all that it is. We can put single coal in there or charcoal. But if we put coal, you get more creosote out. Now, I believe it takes a really long time and it's a little frustrating in that way before it goes and makes any. But I think if you put the blocks, we'll have to find out if it cooks at the same speed or not. But it may cook it slower. So we'll see. We'll see. In any case, let's lay out a bunch of these. Wham. Can we fit one more in perfectly? That would be so nice if it was unintentionally symmetrical. Perfect! Sweet. Alright, so let's lay all these out. 2 and a 3. So, and we're probably going to even want more than this, but we shall see how many we actually need. All right, so 3 of them. So let's go test out some other stuff. We can actually put more than that, but we'll hold off for now. Let's see how we're doing on coal. I think we have a ridiculous amount of coal, and I think we have something that may even generate coal blocks, but that I don't remember. But I think the blocks, I know that generates way more the creosote, so hopefully if it burns at the same speed, this is more doable. Now, coal coke can be used to make steel, but it also just, it gives more, see the burn time right there, 1600, whereas that's 3200. So it's technically, it's worth more power than a single coal is. So when doing this, we're getting some decent, I guess, early game materials, which isn't horrible. So maybe we can do these up, I guess, taller. Now, what happens if I add on another multi-block? Does it mess with it? Yeah, see, it messed with it. We don't like when it meshed with it. See, it's fighting over. It's not smart enough, but if we separate it, it's okay. Did we lose the stuff inside? No, we did not. All right, cool. So we can do more on the top. I think that's neat. So why don't I get this all done up, and then we'll try and automate it if needed. All right, so we got them in. I got a couple of them running. It seems like look at that. The blocks do take 9 times as long, it looks like, than a single coal. So, you know, in the long run, it doesn't really matter, but it's a slow process. And I guess for good reason. I feel like this mod's a little bit dated, but I guess it's not bad. It's free. It doesn't require any power. So. Let's see if we can get this automated fairly easy. Let's go to our trusty old extra utilities, and let's see if we can get this done up. So let's have this first be the coal loading, and let's see how these pipes interact with it. So we'll put on the node momentarily. I guess we'll just go across like this, just so we can avoid it touching at so many areas, and it looks like it does connect, so that's a good sign. And then we'll have this chest here. All right, cool. So let's first get the block loading going. And let's go wham, wham. And since it's so slow, you probably don't even need any upgrades. Let's see how it does and what it does. And you know, it's going to all go to that chest at the end. Won't it, the way I have it set up? So let's leave that be. Let's go like this. Yep, look at that. All at the end. Let's knock that out for now. So, is it going to load those other guys? You know what, let's just do stack at a time. And a few speed upgrades. Just because I hate waiting. I hate making you guys wait. So, and will it load from the bottom? Is that a thing? It's not looking like it. Alright, that one's at a new one. Let's see. So, well, it did load there from the top. But I'm not seeing it get all the way over to here. So we may have to do it from the side instead. Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. Alright, all loaded in. Just need some more speed upgrades. Alright, so we're good there. Let's get the extraction out, and then we got to deal with the liquid. So for the extraction out, of course, we can just do an item retrieval node. We really got to start playing with other things than just extra utilities. I know it ends up being like my favorite mod, sortie, pipey, energy for everything. But, you know, when something works good and you're used to it, why change it? All right, so bam, bam. That's way more than I need, but again, impatient. And you know what? It looks like it only pulls out when I set this. It's not pulling out from this slot. It's only pulling out from that slot. So that's kind of cool. Now, the next thing we got to decide, do we want to pull out the liquid in liquid form, or I believe this can bottle it itself. And I just want to see something. As we saw in the recipes, bottles, we have 1 million blank bottles. Ooh, and we actually have some there. So if we can get these guys loaded in as well, this is from when we had the witch farm running all the time. I believe the crafting recipes treat this the same as a bucket, which I think is kind of silly, but hey. And this could be a problem as well. So we'll see what happens. It's got the coal, but it's going to get bottlenecked with the coal. We actually need to put on a second guy here and choose a filter. Do we have, are we out of like everything? My goodness. All right, let's get a stick at least so that we can control these guys. Wham, wham. What are we looking for? Filters. All right, nice. Let's grab a couple filters so we can have them for later. And we're back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one, I think, for coal blocks. So filter down there. Set one for that. And one for that. Perfect. All right, so we can have this one. This already has coal in there. So block of coal. And this one is going to be the glass bottles, which it already has in there. And we can then just run this around like that, and then go like that so it doesn't connect. All right, so this one's probably already put bottles into it. Nice, and it does fill in. We'll see if it pulls out as well. And it looks like it already has. Perfect. So these are the main materials we get out. The coal coke blocks you can just shapeless craft into coal coke if you so choose. So that's cool. So now we could just run an AE, change this to an interface instead of a chest if we wanted to just supply it with glass bottles and block of coal. And then once we run out of glass bottles, which I doubt, we could just have a drum and a liquid retrieval node, which we don't have any on us. So we could set that up for later, for if it overfills, and put that right there. And that works in a nutshell. It's a little ugly, so we'll probably move this around, but I think for today it should be fine. Let's try and get to the more exciting things. I'm gonna wait for this creosote oil to fill up. My goodness, it takes forever. We can probably do a couple already. So let's get to that. All right, guys, we're making out pretty well. About 10 minutes has passed, and this is what we got, but it's enough. It's enough. I've already made a stack of tracks, so that's cool. I think we should go ahead and replace this chest right here with an ender chest. Nice, nice, nice. So all this stuff will just go directly into our system. Super sweet, and everything's working out. Yep, everything's going good. We can worry about what to use the coal coke for later. If we want to use it to make steel, we may be required. to do it. But that's cool. So let's lay out some of this track. Let's kind of see how this works. We're going to need, of course, a minecart as well. All right, so that works just like normal track. It comes up just like normal track. All right, sweet. Now it says the proper tool is a crowbar, so I think we're going to have to make one of those as well. Let's check it out. What kind of crazy stuff is the cart going to be? Oh, nice. Okay, so it's the same thing. So let's go ahead. Let's grab a couple mine carts and a crowbar. Nice. All right, so let's check this out. And if I remember correctly, when I've seen people do this in the past, I think they're like way heavier. Oh, that's weird. When I push against it, there's like a weight to it. It's actually kind of hard to push because of our step assist. Let's go in it. Oh, that's cool. All right, get out. Shift. And it seems a little bit more sturdier. No, it seems pretty close to vanilla. All right, well, that's cool. And let's see if we want to make other types of track. There's a lot. Locking track. Wow. Railcraft's a pretty big mod. And of course, there's all the Steve's Cart stuff as well. Let's see, Railcraft. All right, so what other types of tracks? Man, there's a lot of them. Control track, one-way gated track. Where's the speedy ones? High-speed transition track, dangerous. More than fat, wow. Booster track? Oh man. There's going to be a lot to look into for this. Holy crud. Elevator track? Oh, that's sweet. And it looks like there's other types of rails that we can make. Nice. All right, let me get a bunch of the stuff set up. And we'll take a look-see. We'll play around with it. But this looks pretty dang cool. All right, doing good. I set up probably way more rolling machines than I'll ever need. But that's fine. This is going to be a rolling machine room, and we'll see. We'll move stuff around, take stuff out if we need to. Oh. All right, and let's see how it works. Rail, we already got a ton of them, but let's just see. Now, it may not evenly distribute. So let's see what happens. No, it did a pretty good job. All right, that's cool. All right, so there's a bunch of different types of rail stuff that we have to make. So that's for the first one. You're going to have a different recipe per rolling machine. So we made that one. We have 1, 2, I'm assuming these are in the rolling machines also. Yep, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's probably going to be at least 5. Trail mix. All right, so I'm going to get these all crafted up in there, and that should be good. All right, everything's going great. I've got half the patterns in there for the rolling machines. Everything's wired in, and I added in over here blocks of coal and glass. Next, I think I want to try and make steel the Railcraft way as well. It's actually, I think, a bit cheaper. So these guys, another multi-block. These ones have 2 hollow. So 1, 2, and then now a solid one. Now these actually are pretty neat. I got to see if they interact the same way as far as any pipes. I'm assuming they do. As far as where they can connect. Yeah, the Railcraft seems to be pretty good about that as far as pushing in, pulling out, and everything like that. So these, if we look at it, we can take the coal coke and we can burn it in there in the blast furnace, and we can turn iron straight into steel there. So that's pretty cool. But we can also recycle a lot of our chest plates, armor, and stuff that we've gotten for drops. Now, I'm not sure how it works out if there's durability. I'm assuming we're not going to get squat from it. But it's still a pretty neat way that you can grind stuff back down. So not bad. In any case, I'm going to get these all built and try and get those wired in. And do it the somewhat intended way for the mod. I think it's always fun. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. It's like a couple hours later. I actually made patterns for just about everything in Railcraft. Believe it or not, we're using just about every rolling machine. It's so nuts. There's so many different patterns. So I'm actually glad that I made such a big room. So it's pretty cool. We got quite a bit of steel going on. Quite a bit of creosol stuff. Yeah, and I made up a couple different tracks. We're going to try this together for my first time as maybe super derpy. Who knows? We got some elevator track. We got this semi-omnidirectional boost. I don't know. It looked like booster track. Then we have transition track and high speed. Hopefully we don't have to give redstone signal, but I don't know. And then we have a cart dispenser. So it'll dispense the cart. And look at that. The carts do stack. I'm not sure why some of them do, some of them don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, let's try this out because I think some of these might explode. So it could be kind of weird. Let's try it out at the end. Let's try out some carts here. I'm not sure how the dispenser cart works. I guess we'll try that, and I'm assuming you'd add a redstone signal to it. So let's try this out. Alright, so that puts a cart onto it. Alright, good to know. So maybe this track right there, like this? Could that be good? It looks like it's powered. Oop. Let's be a little more careful there. Let's try the minecart in there again, and let's see what happens. Alright, that kind of works. So we'll have it go to that. And then transition track. Now it says right here, more than twice the speed of normal track transitions to and from high speed. So good to know. You can't go like directly to high speed. So let's do a couple of transitional. Then let's switch over to high speed. Let's see if this works. Let's see what happens. Oop. You know, I feel like we should make a button. That would be much more appropriate. Alright, so filling it back up, let's see what happens. Alright, that's interesting. That's cool. I think it'll be much cooler if we actually are in it ourselves. Now it says here on these, cannot make corners at high speed, and I think we might have to have like something else slow us down. I'm curious what will happen if we dip down like that. If that will explode. And then this will slow it back down again. And then switch over to normal track. Alright, why don't we try that? Let's see what happens. I'm kind of excited. See if we can actually jump in the cart quick enough. Whoa, not too impressive. It's fast, but it doesn't really feel that fast. Huh. I wonder if we need a redstone signal on it or something along those lines. Now, I made up in crafting all these, I saw there was like electrical track as well and all sorts of other things. And now that I look at that, that doesn't look powered. Alright, so that powered that. Is that powered too? Okay, let's try it now. Load it back in. Wham. Oh, you dumb Enderman. Alright, so that's what happens. Alright, let's grab some of this transitional track. We'll have it transition there. Alright, Endermans, you need to stay out of the way. Oh, that looks... Okay, so that's slowing down, I guess. Look at them all. There's 40 of them that I counted. There may even be more than that, but I did 40 of them. There's wooden booster tracks too. Cool. Alright, very dangerous. Let's do 100. Like that, very dangerous. Now let's do 100 of those as well. Now it's going to take a little while because everything's got to craft up in the toaster ovens. That's what I wanted to call it. Of course, we know it's not the toaster ovens. Let me see. In-car train dispenser. Item loader. All right, I don't know which one we want. Whatever. We got our lever levers. What are those things called? And the rolling machines. I can't believe I was thinking toaster oven. Where's my mind right now? All right, so let's add on some more redstone signal. There. 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 And we should be good. All right, Endermans, stay out of the way. Oh, why did we explode there? So I guess we can't go straight to normal track, or was there a hole in the track? All right, so just to double check it, I threw on redstone signal, blocks of redstone next to every single block just to be sure. And I think I'm just spoiled at how fast our armor moves. It definitely has a boost though. Let's take a look. So you can see a boost, and that's definitely faster. It's just, and then you can see it slows back down and goes to normal speed. We're just spoiled. I was hoping for something that was like ridiculous, but you know, you can't always have everything. It's still cool. It's still cool, and we'll be able to move our items faster. So the next track I wanted to try was this vertical-ish type track, which I'm not, again, sure how it's going to work. Nice, Enderman head. All right, so does this just go up like that? Let's see what happens with the cart. Oop. It's probably going to explode if we go directly onto that track. All right, can we push you? Go further. Go faster. Go down. Ooh, and it got pushed back. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm assuming we got to put some redstone to that as well, right? Did that light up? Just do a lever to be extra super safe. There we go. Is that redstone powering this? Just do that, just to make sure. All right, so what's going to happen now? Whoa! And it goes up. Oh, that's sweet. All right, but look, you do actually have to power every couple of blocks. All right, let's see what happens. Hit it. Yep, feels the same. Slow down. Going up, going up, going up. Nice, and then it threw us on that other track. That's cool. Ready to die, Enderman? That's crazy that acts like a mob. That's super funny. All of you die. There's too many of you. Maybe the end wasn't the best place. Anyway, guys, I think that is going to about do it. I think that's going to end the show. We'll have to look more into Railcraft for next time. Whoa. That's cool. I like it, but we have a lot of things to move on to. There's a lot of cool stuff, and you shall see in the next episode as we move on to it. Make sure to let me know any other good tips or tricks about Railcraft, things I should know, cool things, and there's also stuff that's stupid that I shouldn't know, that like I shouldn't pay attention to. Let me know as well in the comments, and other fun projects to do with this. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. With Botania, I noticed that you can make the mana pool. Let's see. We can move mana pool around in a cart. How amazing is that? So that's pretty decent for like long distance moving of mana, and it claims in the book that it's pretty fast. So I think it should be interesting. Plus, there's a lot of other stuff too. But this is a mod I've always wanted to check out, you know, and kind of see if we can get all the autocraft. It'll be a lot easier, which we've done. We've done the hardest part today, and I think we'll get to have fun with it. We'll get to have fun with it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Help support. And if you don't know anything about Railcraft, say hi. I love highs. All right, till next time, guys. Peace out.